At this time, details were scant because today is a federal holiday and it's also fall break here on campus. But here's the latest that we do know. There was surveillance video that captured the incident. That video has been sent over to the DA's office and they're conducting their own investigation. And we just learned that a law firm from Montgomery is conducting its own investigation as well. The story all started with a bang on a police department window. A USA officer responded to a loud banging when he spotted a naked man outside. It was 18-year-old Gilbert Collar of Wetumpka.
The man repeatedly rushed toward the police officer and verbally challenged the officer in a fighting stance. The officer, with weapon drawn, ordered the individual to halt. The officer retreated numerous times in an attempt to calm the situation.
The university says after ignoring the officer's commands, Collar was shot once in the chest.
The individual fell to the ground, but he got back up once more and continued to challenge the officer further before he collapsed and expired.
Campus police have requested the DA's office to conduct an investigation, and the sheriff's office will assist. The officer is on paid administrative leave, and at this point, he has not been identified. Around these parts, the name Gene Stallings can draw quite a crowd. The coach led Alabama to a national championship, and he spent time coaching in the NFL. He's received numerous honors, but the figure behind this curtain is not for him. It's for his son.
Those of us that have children, we want good things to happen to our children.
John Mark Stallings was born with Down syndrome, but his smile and loving spirit captured the hearts of sports fans nationwide.
He's really the, quote, famous one in our family. A lot of people will ask me, said, now, aren't you Johnny's daddy? So, you know, so it's a great thrill to know that he's still appreciated.
In life and in death, Johnny died in 2008.
He was 46 when he passed away, and saddest day of my life, really.
So to honor Johnny's memory, Faulkner University had a bronze sculpture made of him next to a field that bears his name.
Exemplified a lot of the characteristics and qualities that unfortunately are lost to a great degree in our society.
The statue is based on an iconic photograph.
We've done that a jillion times, you know. Every time we'd go for a walk or something, I'd always hold his hand.
Johnny left his mark on the Crimson Tide faithful, and now this was a chance to return the favor. Reporting in Montgomery, John Rogers, Fox 10 News. Most often, it takes time to come to grips with a tragedy.
This could have happened anywhere.
A tragedy that gripped an entire campus.
Everyone's talking about it. Everyone feels sorry for what happened.
There's a time to mourn and a time to reflect.
It's really hard for me to believe the situation, to accept the situation.
Natalie Cochran Murray was Gil Collar's English professor.
He was very, very polite, very friendly. He seemed like a very happy individual.
Now she's taken on an assignment for her lost student.
Well, the only way really that I know how to productively to respond to this is to pray.
Tonight at 5, she's hosting a prayer vigil at the Molten Bell Tower.
It's certainly not a time for people to protest or be angry in any way. It's just a time for reverent remembrance of Gil, prayer for his family, prayer for our police department, and for the officer.
Reverent remembrance after a horrible tragedy. But as time inevitably passes by, how should we look back on this?
I think he should be remembered as a learning experience more.
Watch what you do. Watch who you're around.
I don't think he should be remembered negatively.
That was one brief instance in his life.
Tonight's prayer vigil is a time to reflect on what happened in the past, ask for strength for today, and pray for tomorrow.
It happened. We have to get past it, and we have to know that we shouldn't let this happen again.
Hi everyone, I'm John Rogers in for Lanice Lagarde. Breaking news at this hour, Fox 10 News anchor Bob Grip and reporter Andrew Perez just viewed the video showing the events leading up to the death of University of South Alabama student Gil Collar.
Andrew joins us.
John?
Andrew, question for you. Over the course of the video, could you tell the proximity that Gil had to the officer? Was he ever really close to him? And was it one bullet? Any idea how many shots were fired? Thank you very much for your report, Andrew. We look forward to your further reports. Thanks a lot. The attorney for Gil Collar's family sent his own investigators to look at that surveillance video as well. The Beasley Allen law firm out of Montgomery wants to know exactly what happened before any lawsuits are even considered. Jerry Beasley said depending on their findings, the family could choose to file a lawsuit or not. But ultimately, Beasley hopes that campus police training methods are changed as a result of this, and the family doesn't want anyone else to go through this. Funeral arrangements for Gil Collar are set for Saturday in his hometown of Wetumpka. A visitation will be held from 1 to 4 in the afternoon at Mulder Memorial United Methodist Church. The funeral service will immediately follow. Fox 10 News will continue following this story to bring you the latest details about the case, so be sure to head to our website, fox10tv.com, for the most up-to-date information. One man was arrested and several people injured during a fight outside a Pensacola nightclub. Just after 3 a.m. this morning, police responded to a disturbance in the parking lot of Cabana Lounge. The melee sent at least 5 people to the hospital. Police arrested 22-year-old Anthony Gladney at the scene. Officers charged him with battery, saying he punched a 21-year-old man. More arrests are possible as the investigation continues. If you have any information, call Pensacola Police. Deputies in Escambia County, Florida say a Pensacola woman was driving drunk when she slammed into a sheriff's vehicle. The accident report says a deputy had pulled over with emergency lights flashing to assist with a traffic stop on Highway 29. That deputy saw a car approaching from behind and tried to get out of the way, but the driver smashed into the unmarked patrol car, forcing it into a ditch. Deputies arrested 39-year-old Tanya McAteer and charged her with DUI and reckless driving. No one was hurt.